Welcome to Private Lessons Sound Bites. I'm Ghena, and we're in New York with Matt Herskowitz. So nice to see you. So let's reminisce a little bit. This is a very, very spontaneous Curtis reunion, I want to say, because we studied the same teacher many years ago.
That was a lifetime ago.
A lifetime ago.
At least.
At least. So I am just a little bit younger than me. That's okay. So you are based where now?
I am based in Montreal.
Mm-hmm. And so you're both classical and how do you describe you talk about yourself?
Well, I'm a classical pianist. I've always been a classical pianist. My career has been more as a jazz pianist. And right now I'm doing projects which combine both classical and jazz together in what has become my own personal voice, language. My latest album, Jerusalem Trilogy, adds Middle Eastern music, a Jewish and Arab combination specifically to the mix.
All right. And there's another spectacular piece that you play. I was fascinated about it, the Prokofiev.
Oh yes, it's Prokofiev Etude. Prokofiev's Revenge.
Prokofiev's Revenge. And it's wicked.
It certainly
it's
is
great.
his revenge,
So,
yes.
if you folks didn't hear it, it's something. So you start out the original piece, right?
It's the original piece,
right.
Halfway through,
yeah.
And at a good moment, the trio kicks in. Nobody's expecting this.
Right.
Solo piano for 2 minutes, the half the piece, and then boom, trio kicks in.
And what is your trio combo? What's the?
It's bass and drums.
Bass and drums.
In this case, electric bass.
And these are the people you play with. That's your trio.
Yeah, that's my my touring trio.
Okay. So Jerusalem Trilogy is your latest album.
Yes.
And you have another absolutely wonderful album. I listened to it last night and absolutely enjoyed it. And that's your Gershwin album. Let's talk a little bit about it.
Yes, the Gershwin album is a project I've wanted to do for a while, and I've always loved the great classical works of Gershwin, especially the Rhapsody in Blue, the Concerto in F, and more recently I had discovered the Cuban Overture, which I thought it'd be great to make a piano arrangement of that. Does a piano arrangement exist? No, it doesn't. Two piano does, but not solo piano. Why not? Well, it becomes obvious why not. It's enormous. It's very, very thick. I mean, the piece is only like 12 minutes long,
right.
10 minutes long, but the orchestration is just crazy. And Gershwin, at what he wanted to accomplish with this piece was to sort of advance his counterpoint, and it's just full of counterpoint. The voices all over the place. It's very, I wouldn't say necessarily over orchestrated, but some people would. So I mean,
but it's rich and thick texture.
It's rich and thick texture. Yeah. So to get all of that into solo piano, I could see why that hadn't been done before.
It sounds fantastic on a CD.
Nice.
How does one get a CD? That CD, where's it available?
That one is only available on Amazon at the moment.
Well, that's very easy. You go to Amazon and what's the
iTunes,
name of it?
Yeah, iTunes as well.
Okay.
That one is not the record label that was on is now defunct, but the CD is still there.
It's still available, and also the download on iTunes is available.
Download on iTunes is available.
What's the title? The title of that Gershwin?
The title of the Gershwin is Matt Herskowitz Plays George Gershwin.
Okay, so they need to spell Herskowitz. That's going to be a little bit.
Right. I mean.
Herskowitz.
Exactly.
Right?
Herskowitz. Exactly.
Okay.
I know Gershwin shortened his name. Well, his father did from what was it? Gershowitz. Yeah, to Gershwin. So maybe it could be Herskowitz.
No, Hersk.
Hersk, just Hersk.
Now just be who you are. It's great. It's great. The Jerusalem trilogy is interesting because you're incorporating. It's a larger ensemble, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah, this is the Gershwin is solo.
Right.
All like Concerto in F, my solo arrangement, the Cuban Overture, and the Rhapsody. The Jerusalem trilogy is first of all the title track is actually 3 movements. It's a big piece. It's over 20 minutes, and it's for piano, bass, drums, violin, and cello. Mm-hmm. So there's already a quintet.
Yeah.
Also on the album, various pieces are guest artists who perform.
And also an alumnus from Curtis, right?
Lara St. John,
violinist.
Yep.
Yes, how wonderful.
That's right. Yeah, she's great. Yeah. And there's a guest named Bassam Saba who plays. He's one of the world's foremost nai players, which which is a Persian wooden flute. Very.
And
got that
somebody's
haunting,
playing
beautiful
oud
haunting
too, right?
Alibaba sound. Yeah, he plays the oud too.
Okay.
He's the same guy.
The sounds are exotic. I mean, it's just absolutely wonderful.
And Daniel Schneider, who's a great saxophonist and composer, he's playing soprano sax on it, and he produced the album. So I had a fantastic team doing this, but it's a big project.
Yeah, totally wonderful. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Thank you.
I have to say that this is very, very spontaneous because we are in New York, and the name that you know, yesterday I have met and had a fantastic interview with composer Darren Hagen, who was also at Curtis with us.
I tutored with him composition.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That is wonderful. So
that was great.
He's terrific, very successful. Well, just opera and everything. So. This was wonderful, and I basically was reading some literature, and I'm looking. I see your name playing in the Yamaha. What is it called? Salon, right? Yamaha.
The piano salon.
Piano salon. And I said, wait a minute. I looked at the time. And I said, I got to come and hear you. And I just tail end. I heard a piece that you. I think it's called From Bach to Brubeck.
That's the show that I'm promoting with the Sweet Plantain String Quartet. Excuse me, Sweet Plantain String Quartet. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, and what you heard was the last 10 minutes or so of my piece called Chorale and Variations on a Theme of Dave Brubeck.
That's fantastic. I am so delighted because I've known you for a long time, and gee, I mean, we're talking about a lifetime ago, teenagers, you know. And
I was anyway.
Yeah, you were. I don't know that I was, but
you were 20.
Maybe. I don't even remember. Such a blur. I remember you as a teenager playing with very distinct rhythmic and kind of contrapuntal, probably innate. Maybe you were still finding your way through your artistic vision, I suppose, of what it means to play, whether it's classical music or improvisation. Because you were improvising those times.
Sure,
right?
Yeah. I was learning the language of jazz, and I was very interested in that, especially the more sort of classically oriented jazz. But I later got into all kinds of jazz, and then I was interested in world music and just improvisation in general, any
and
style.
And you teach improvisation at the Montreal Conservatory,
I do.
And that's where you're based.
Yeah, exactly. I teach improvisation class at the Conservatoire de Montréal.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's going really well. The interest is picking up. Students are really enjoying the class.
The interest of improvisation is picking up more in the classical arena.
I think so. I think so because I think they realize that that they're going to need this skill. First of all, and foremost, they're curious. They want it. They want to be able to do it, and everyone in my class can do it. There isn't anyone who signs up for the class that is so hopeless they say, you might as well just drop out. That hasn't happened. I don't think it ever will happen.
That's wonderful.
Some are stronger than others, but everybody can do it. Even the most shy, we bring them out of their shell.
That's fantastic.
And that's really the whole point
Matt,
of it.
I'm so delighted. This is totally, as I said, totally spontaneous. I'm glad I ran into you. I love your albums.
Thank you.
Absolutely, both albums. And there's another one that I need to list as a DVD. I haven't had a chance yet to do that. But I think most wonderful thing about it, to me, that is when you see someone really growing as an artist through their lifetime. And well, yours still, you have a long way to go. Lifetime. We're not talking Herskowitz, some of these other people, 100 years.
Yeah, well, that's, to have a productive career and be selling out Carnegie Hall at 97.
Yeah, exactly.
It's no small feat.
No, it's a small feat.
I'm not sure anyone
we all
else
traveled
really
like a cult following, So you've got many years to go to reach this kind of, level of just length of life, I suppose, and activity. And I'm just very happy to see that your art is growing in a tremendous way. I really
thank you.
Really very happy.
I'm so glad that
absolutely.
you like it.
So thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time. I'm so happy to see you, and I wish you a lot of success with albums and everything else that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.